We're live, everybody.
Woo! Hello, Internet.
Hello. Gonna be a bit of a short one tonight because I know we got to go pick up Dee Dee at 10. Down. So, welcome back to the Exposition. I will be your keeper, Miro or Hewitt, and starting at my right, we'll go back down the table.
I'm Frey. I'm playing Elsie Porter, the Seeker.
Hi, everyone. I am a Ninja Spence 21. I will be playing Chanterelle, Pinkerton, the Monstrous.
G'day. I am Neysa does cosplay, and I'm going to be playing Gabriel Gabo Dance. I got it this time.
Right. So, we'll jump right into it.
I'm dying.
So,
I'm facing down an eldritch beast.
You had whatever the fuck happened at the sawmill.
Yeah.
In the drill press area. Got a little bit of information. Eventually went and met the good sir, who is in charge of everything, who I totally remember the name of.
Mr. Bo.
Mr. Bo.
Yeah.
Llewellyn Bo.
Yes.
And you also learned, other than the deaths around the drill press, you've had some weird stuff happening around in parts of the exhibition hall, and that something was happening with animals over in the shelter. Also, you learned that bears love to hug if they've been trained to do so.
By silly Cajun men.
No, that dude's Kodiak Carl. He's from way out in California.
You gave him a Cajun accent. I remember.
I went as country as I could. Cajun. I don't know what happened. Cajun by way to the Cascades.
He sounded like your water boy guy accent too.
Oh no, that was that's the guy who ran churros. Dude. Yeah, churro. Anyway, so y'all then investigated the animal stables, which you learned that horses, zebras, giraffes, and a fucking tiger were all being kept in the same place because, yes, the late 1800s, that's fine, they're animals. We'll put a cage around the deadliest ones, even though it was still...
So even back then, billionaires were dumb as fuck.
Let's go see the Titanic. That's what the sub sounded like.
Oh, God.
I heard Spence with that one, didn't I? It was only one clap.
Not even nanoseconds.
Anyway, that was mean of me. It is a tragedy, but the ocean heard "Eat the Rich" and said bet. So then you kept going on. You opened up a cupboard underneath some stairs, and
I didn't find a boy who lived.
You fall in some blood, and you watch somebody getting slowly
absorbed.
No, there's legs sticking out of the wall. It's a massive hog head with bloated pustule eyes, exposed flesh and bones. And Gabba, I need you to give me a tough roll to begin this.
No.
Can we see it?
Huh?
Can we see it?
This is happening immediately, and then we will move into this.
So I have two things that actually
What happened?
I'm gonna. Can I grab the level up even if I grab it right now and not at the end of the game?
I'm on y'all do level ups as you go.
Yeah, cool! I'm gonna take the experience.
So take 3 harm.
Oh my God.
As y'all are looking, and you see Gabba open it, and Gabba goes to mouth something to you, and you watch him literally get yeeted 8 feet into the air, across the stable, hit the wall, land in a stable that's empty, and as Gabba, as you hit the ground, regretting the United States on multiple levels at this point, I'm assuming.
That could be some commentary right there.
We're off to a great start. We promise we're not a political channel, but...
Ain't nothing political about acknowledging stupidity.
Shit, okay. So you're looking...
Puppy butt down.
So Gabba, what you see, and y'all see it as it starts to emerge from behind the stalls that kind of block where Gabba was. Something much too large to fit in this cupboard. It's roughly the size of a rhinoceros. It has a similar build, heavy upper body, slightly smaller, or I should say slightly lower back end. But it's got that booty, and the reason you know it's got that booty is because there is no skin, and you just see the fleshy booty. Overexposed bones. And as Gabba, as you hit the ground, literally get yeeted 8 feet into the air, across the stable, hit the wall, land in a stable that's empty, and as Gabba, as you hit the ground, literally get yeeted 8 feet into the air, across the stable, hit the wall, land in a stable that's empty, and as Gabba, as you hit the ground, literally get yeeted 8 feet into the air, across the stable, hit the wall, land in a stable that's empty, and as Gabba, as you hit the ground, literally get yeeted 8 feet into the air, across the stable, hit the wall, land in a stable that's empty, and as Gabba, as you hit the ground, literally get yeeted 8 feet into the air, across the stable, hit the wall, land in a stable that's empty, and as Gabba, as you hit the ground, literally get yeeted 8 feet into the air, across the stable, hit the wall, land in a stable that's empty, and as Gabba, as you hit the ground, literally get yeeted 8 feet into the air, across the stable, hit the wall, Yes. Welcome to Drop That Dun Da Dun, Eldritch Edition.
Two things happen as soon as I say it.
Okay. So, what y'all see is something roughly the size of a rhinoceros with an oversized boar head. It has two massive, pustule-ridden, glazed-over, maggotus eyes. Its bone in the maw is exposed. And there's way too many. There are so many teeth, and it doesn't make sense that there's so many teeth. As you watch as the last bit of a pair of work boots go in, and it holds its head up, much like a large bird of prey swallowing whatever it has captured whole. Very much like the velociraptor kind of noise. And this thing has bones and spines, way too many joints. Like, there is no reason that leg should have that many joints. And this thing probably just, based off of size, you're looking at something that's well over a ton worth of fuck off. And what do you got that kicks off twice when you see this?
First thing is cryptid sighting. Whenever you see a new type of creature, you may immediately ask one of the investigative mystery questions.
Okay.
The other one is Occam's broadsword. When you first encounter something strange, you may ask the keeper what sort of thing it is. They will tell you if it or the cause is natural, an unnatural creature, a weird phenomenon, or a person. And I gain +1 for dealing with it.
Okay, so first off, this is 100% unnatural. You are looking at a skinned amalgamation of predatory and plant-eating creatures of a very large size.
Okay, I need to get a mystery question for you. What can hurt it?
Okay, what can hurt it?
What can hurt it?
Okay, I want you to do me a favor to roll me weird so that I can give a level of explanation on this.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, as you're looking at this, Elsie, you remember your grandmother came over from Ireland. And you remember whenever you went to her house, when you were very little, she would tell you not to look in the cupboard underneath the stairs or not look in the outside closet because the bloody bone or the raw bone might get you. This is a fae. Iron's probably not its favorite, but you're also looking at how big this thing is. You're going to need a lot of iron.
Oh, this is bad. That's not good. Yay! Fuck.
If you share that information, Horse Boy might have some suggestions.
I just.
The horse just comes in. Yes!
It's not even
fucking run!
It's not even that. Most bits in the 1800s are made like the tack and stuff are made of sweet iron.
I know there is solid. This room is full of things that could be used for this. It's why the fae are in your home and on your property. The fae are slightly less dangerous, slightly, but that's because you literally have uranium everywhere. So that's what you know. Do you have anything that kicks off when you see something weird? Gabba?
He got kicked.
Yeah, he got mule tossed.
Yeah, not right now.
Okay.
The only thing I could possibly have is oops, which would be stumble across something important.
You already did that.
Yeah. It doesn't have a limit. It doesn't specify a limit.
I don't think you've stumbled across something else important currently right now.
Yeah. Because it was the blood drops that I stumbled across before, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, if you stumble across anything, it might be your pelvis.
I don't think that was always there. I think it was over there. Now it's over there.
Well, now you can do that new dance from this new craze that's happening Your knees are a little bit more fluid to shift. You're not that hurt. It just sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, so who's go? There is no turn order. Y'all kind of establish that, and then I roll with it.
That.
Are you yelling what it is?
I think this is a raw bone, which is not good, and it shouldn't be that big. The only thing I know that might hurt it is iron, because it's fey.
Well.
And we're going to need a lot of it.
Well, that. My rapier was made out of steel alloy, probably, so. Well, I can try to buy us some time. She's just going to just like look at it. Is that this thing is still kind of sort of in the cupboard still?
No, it is fully immersed, and there is no way that fit in there without a copious amount of lubricant.
Oh my god. There goes that idea.
I have a handgun.
That I want to see that if I can basically trap it where it stands, right where it go.
Okay, so you can trap it in the area it is in with
Yes.
GABA. Like you won't, unless you're trying to bind it down or chain it.
Like bind it down, as in like restrain it a bit
So,
using
like,
magic.
Are we?
If it's magic, you do it to a specific
Are we
area.
like?
no,
Yeah.
creature.
Creature.
It came
so-
out of a door and it's like in the aisle and I'm in this stall across the way, kind of thing.
Yeah, you got knocked. So here's the deal. It just came out. There's like an open area where the stairs are, where the cupboard is.
Yeah.
It's in this open area
Yeah.
with a door right here that's closed.
Yeah.
Gabby, you got chunked. You're in a stall, which technically would count as a separate area.
Yeah.
So
I got tossed over the half door into the stall.
I would just like to keep it within that up in just that open area then.
Yeah, like
okay,
this aisle.
roll me some weird to see if we trap this individual.
Yep, we definitely do that. That is an 11.
All right, you have now sealed it in that area.
I think then that's going to buy us a little bit of time. We need to try to get GABA.
As you do that, you watch as it initially tries to charge at GABA, and you watch as the wall shields, and it gets really mad, and you watch its upper body swell, and then bone shards shoot out.
Oh, I didn't like that.
So I need everybody to roll me
Oh shit.
a act under pressure.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh wait.
okay.
I get to use my cool. Yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
8.
Okay, with an 8, you're able, GABA, to roll and get out of the way,
Okay, I got.
but 2 of the shards go into your
Yeah.
foot. You're not taking harm. That's a -2 forward. Because until you pull them out of your foot,
Yeah.
you have basically large bone quills. Would you get
A 10.
10? Okay, you're able to shift out the way. Would you?
I got 8. No, 9. So I get a +1 forward dealing with it.
Okay, so you take a -2 forward as you get caught in the shoulder by some of these spikes. So it's -2 going forward until you pull them out.
Mechanically, is pulling them out going to take a whole ass turn?
Yeah. But you don't have to roll. You just pull them out. I'm not going to be, roll me tough. You got to pull it out. Ah! Pass out. No. It'll take you a turn to pull them out.
Great.
Okay. Without... Oh, God.
Now, you have rolled, Gap. 1, you watched this thing. You watched, okay, Gap, this is what you saw. A maw that unhinged, similar to a snake, opened up, and there is a terrible orifice full of way too many teeth all the way down that came at you and smacked into like a force field. And as you rolled before you got pinned in the foot, you now also have the full section of the wall, not just the door of the stall. So you have whatever magic's holding it, plus, honest to God, 2-inch thick lumber, not 1 3/4 inches like we have today. So you have some stuff, you have some protection here at the moment. And you do not think it can see you.
while I'm trying to see how much like action economy I can get out of this. Elsie said iron things.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm like right before I yoink the stuff out of my foot, can I at least holler out and say, we need to find like bits of tack and stuff. Tack's got iron on it, and we need to get the horses out of here. Like, let them run. If anything, it's gonna chase them, right? And then I want to.
Yeah, you can do that. Talking, unless you're holding like a whole ass conversation. This is you yelling in pain while pulling. Like, as you do this, you remember the one time you ended up running into a porcupine?
Oh, God.
It's your brother's fault?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. He's always getting me in trouble.
He's also might be responsible for a new invasive species back home because of this.
Yeah, that's all. I was gonna like literally get up and start scouring the stall I'm in for anything that could be iron, but
Be the next go. Okay, Elsie. And we'll
yank those things out my shoulder.
Alright, so you yank them out, do you move?
What animals are closest to us?
The tiger.
I ain't touching the tiger.
The zebras. A water buffalo named Wally. And then the horses are a little bit further down.
Is this water buffalo a Cape buffalo?
Yeah.
We should sick the Cape buffalo on the
Cape
wrong
buffalo
ones.
comes out like that. Just turns around.
No, come on, man. You gotta watch some Animal Planet. Cape buffalo are behemoths.
Oh,
they look at anything and they will be like, we going down. Like, I might die, but you're gonna die too. Like, they are killers.
I'm assuming most of the animals are freaking out.
Yeah, nobody's really happy in any of this.
Probably the closest will be the zebras, I guess. I guess they aren't.
Well, you move over by the zebras.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I can let them out my next turn.
Your go.
Come on, vampire, save our asses.
So as you've done this spell, you watch as like you can see the barrier in your own eyes, and the more this thing thrashes, you're watching cracks form.
That's not good. Trying to think which one to do. I had already did a trap. Basically,
Dooster, my goodness.
He sees that mommy has a hamburger and crackers.
no, then
Hi.
so
The boy inhaled his burger. Like, it
Let's-
was gone.
do I want to try to summon something to deal with this thing?
Summon the Cape buffalo. Just let it loose, let it go.
I mean that at this point that I want to try to basically see if that you will basically allow me to basically no, that I don't think summoning the night would do anything.
It is I,
Sir
Sir
K.
Sir K.
What the fuck
The
is that?
fuck is that? I'm out. Arthur! Arthur!
We need the hot boy. Get Lancelot.
No, get the actual hot boy. Get Evan, spelled like Yvain.
Call up oh god, I lost my train of thought. Call up Marquis de Lafayette. He never turns down a challenge.
She comes up. Lafayette?
Basically, that what I want to do to basically give us a little bit more cover is basically see that if while that the barrier is going, I want to no, because then that's not an option to try to blind this thing.
Do one thing that is beyond human limitations.
That's more so. I read that more as doing something for myself.
Well, I mean, see, this is the thing with spells in Monster of the Week. The do something not humanly possible is genuinely the catch-all.
Yeah.
Like you want to fly, you want to be super fast. You
okay.
You want to give yourself superhuman stuff. You want to solar flare it.
Okay, then I basically want to cast essentially darkness right on its eyes, so that way it can't see anything.
Okay.
Yee.
Okay, that'll work. That's a 10.
10. Okay. So, all of a sudden a globe of darkness forms around each of these pustulous, just cataract, bulbous sacs on either side of its head. And as you do that, you watch it throw its massive noggin, and you watch as your original spell shatters, and it comes barreling mostly in your direction. And the reason I say that is it's not running directly at you, but as big as it is in the space between the stalls, it doesn't have to run exactly at you. And I'm going to need you to give me tough as this thing is charging. You move back to the zebras.
That 9. -1.
Oh.
-1 to tough 9.
I saw them double 5s and I thought it was a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Okay, so this is a mixed success. You're going to take 2 harm.
Okay, that's going to be 1 because of immortal.
As the horn pierces into your skin, you start to feel kind of a burning sensation. This is something you haven't had to worry about for a very, very long time, Chanterelle. Where this spine from the creature pierces you is turning black and starting to fester. And as a undead, infection's one of those things you've walked through yellow fever and the plague, just sat there, kissed someone's forehead and kept going as they had like a very infectious disease, and you're like, boop, ba-doop, boop, 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 boop.
Can't touch this.
And then all of a sudden as it hits you, that one wound that just, as it goes into your arm, everything around the edge of that is now black. Also, you didn't have a minus. They pulled out the bones. Never mind.
Right.
So,
yes.
I will say this. You don't have a minus, but you're in a very precarious position as you are now kind of between McBeefy's shoulder and bone spikes and a stall that has a very agitated and very upset tiger.
You're caught between a teeth place and another teeth place.
You're caught between the rock
and the boulder.
And the boulder.
The boulder things.
The boulder.
That tiger might decide the giant scene and just like, you can't see me, and just go out on the side. It just paws through a hole. It's like, I'm out, bitches. What happened? Well, we lost a tiger in the middle of uptown New Orleans.
All right.
Somebody find it.
I'm sticking with my plan. They said iron. I'm starting to scour for iron.
Okay.
I wanna rummage through this whole ass.
Just roll me sharp. This is not investigative mystery to me. What'd you get?
Nothing worth nothing.
Okay, you marked experience.
Yeah.
So you're looking.
I'm beginning to regret playing the mundane. I have no combat capacity.
Well, the thing is the mundane's also built off of some bonuses and discovery info. Also, start abusing the hell out of Act Under Pressure. It's the only advice I got for you on that one.
I don't have anything for that though. That's
anyway,
not...
you're looking through this, Gabba, and what I'll tell you is this stall hadn't been used, so you're quickly realizing there's no tack. It's not like you're missing it because you're scared. It's you got hurled into an empty stall. Thankfully, you didn't land in a pile of poop.
This is me knowing how barn stalls are usually built. They have an open rafter set up to allow for heat dissipation.
Yeah.
Could I start climbing? I mean, that would be my next, rather than going out into the aisle where I know it's like a death chute.
I'll say this because I'm allowing people to kind of move, and combat's so loosey-goosey with this. Give me a tough.
I did put that level up I just got into tough. It's just my dice are being bitches tonight. Okay, that'll work. So that's 9.
Okay. So I think this would be more of a tough than Act Under Pressure because cool probably is not necessarily fantastic for you either. You're able to get up towards the rafter and start hauling yourself up on it, but you're kind of like this.
Yeah.
Like the beam's right here, and you're in that awkward position of where you're trying to heft your rib cage and a leg over.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to end. Elsie, you just watched this thing get 2 black globes over its eyes and kind of sandwich Chanterelle between it and the tiger cage as you're like, I'm about to lap the zebras.
I'm gonna see if shooting does anything.
Shoot it. So that's
I'm gonna see if shooting does anything.
that is a kick some ass roll. As close as it is, because I mean, this is a bit of close quarters.
Mm-hmm.
What did you take with your last level up?
I took the just the other day where when I do act under pressure, I roll plus weird instead of plus cold.
Okay.
Yes. And I get a +1 going against it.
Oh, I don't age or sicken, so I guess that overpowers the immortal effect.
Ah! 11, so 12.
I'm saying you don't
Right.
necessarily feel sick, but you're watching your flesh do something.
Oh
that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
normal.
yeah. Right, right.
So that is a
It's shot with my handgun, so it's 2 harm.
okay. 2 harm. You watch as you shoot it, and this thing's thick hide just absorbs it, and it is going to toss its head back and forth. Chanterelle, that's one more harm past yourself.
I'm making it so I hurt other people in this game.
So
The
1
bag-
harm or 2?
It's 2 harm, but you only take
gotcha.
1. I'm factoring your armor there. However, the iron cage that is around the tiger has now been ripped open by the tusks of this thing. And you watch. You mostly are getting a whole world of wet, flat. You're in a very moist, terrible environment at the moment. Is all I'm going to tell you. You watch as it hits the iron and breaks the bars through sheer force. That the side of its face has like a white imprint from the metal that it hit. As the bars crossed over. What you see is that a very large orange and black striped blur shoots out and is now somewhere
Great!
in the facility with y'all.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
So here's the mythological monster that might murder you, and here's the 100% legitimate murder kitten. Most of a ton of murder in orange stripes. Hobbs don't fuck around.
Great.
So, with that, seeing basically that the iron bars basically affecting this thing in the face, could I just anime palm it and just
Roll me kick some ass.
and then I get to use will too, so unholy strength. Yeah, that's gonna be another 10.
10, okay. You hit it. You slam its face into that. What's your normal unarmed weapon damage?
My normal unarmed weapon damage is 4.
Okay, you watch as you grab it and you slam its head. You realize your physical force did nothing to it, but hitting its head into the iron causes this gout of white flame to come up from along its head, and it is going to swipe back at you, doing 3 harm.
Ooh, okay.
And again, you notice everywhere it punctures, your flesh around it starts to fester disease.
Oh my god. Help!
No.
Help.
Do it. No. You can't get in mommy's lap. She has someone there. We have to now move stuff so the old dog can have a chair.
I kept trying to get him to sit still so I could pick him up over here, but he refused.
No, don't sniff the things I moved. Come here.
Don't you dare pee on that.
Go. Come on. There. Good boy.
Jesus.
Making this difficult.
Going to basically just basically wince out. Use the iron bars if you can.
But as you do that, you also watch as this thing shifts and moves and starts to move into the exposed trough. Like the drainage trough. Like you smacked its face into iron and all of a sudden this thing hits you and you're watching as something that should not fit through this wide of a hole.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's running away.
Starts to...
It's living in the French drains.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
It's trying to...
Head first, so I know what I'm doing it. Oh, my God.
You are literally having every bit of the side of this creature just slide wetly past you. Alright. Who's next?
If that was Shanti, then I guess that's me. Is there anything I can see now that I'm up in the rafters? Anything up in storage, like an iron pitchfork or some pokers or something?
This high up, there's nothing like stored up above because you've. It's more than what most people could reach and grab.
Okay.
However, tell me what you want to pull off, and we'll see what we can roll to make that happen.
I want now that I'm at least up here. Like I want to look as far as I can. I'm looking for anything iron, like black iron.
Okay.
That's able to be retrieved in some way, shape, or fashion.
Okay, that could be sharp,
Okay.
or I guess it could be argued for act under pressure because this is a non-combat related role, and this is not investigate a mystery or read a bad situation because those both rely on sharp. So if you're saying, I find a pitchfork and I want to use it, I guess that could fall underneath.
At this point, I'm not so sure that Gabba's the one that's going to be trying to wield said pitchfork. I'm just trying to locate.
Okay, roll me, you know what? You're trying to locate and find a pitchfork stored away by somebody. Roll me a act under pressure for this one. Let's go with that because I know that sharp is definitely not your strong suit.
Well, none of them are really my strong suit. I'll take the 6 and the 3 and the 1 though, so that's 10.
10. Okay, so you find, not a pitchfork, but someone has stuck a broken shit shovel up here. Like, when you get up here, you turn and look as you're pulling yourself up, and just right here, it looks like somebody broke a shovel and tried to hide it.
Okay.
And it is a old, rusty, nasty poop shovel.
So what I need to do is I still need to be able to get up onto, like, I need to perch on the rafters. I need to get myself all the way up so that I have a chance of doing anything.
Roll me tough then for seeing if you can pull yourself the rest of the way up.
4 and 2 makes 10.
Yeah, you get yourself up there and there's the shovel.
Alright, so now that I'm up, I can see that Shanti's pinned, Tiger was there and is now gone, and Elsie is across the aisle looking upset. We're breaking the table somehow.
You're not breaking it, we're just putting weight on it and it's causing it to separate. Hold on.
You got the leaf in it.
Yeah, hold on. So, Elsie.
Are there pieces of the cage on the ground?
Yeah, there's some scattered everywhere.
I want to grab a sharp piece and try and just damn it.
Okay, alright. You grab a piece, roll me kick some ass. Which is your tough.
4, 5, 6, 10.
Mark experience. As you do this, it kicks you,
Ow.
and that's 3 harm.
Shit.
You have no armor.
Oh wait, I do it wrong now. I have 1.
So you get kicked back as it does this, and it is still trying. It is uncanny that this thing can actually slurp in there, but it's taking it a minute based on how much mass there actually is.
I should heal myself, but since that it is kind of like halfway in, halfway out, right? Is that what's going on? Going to see that if I can trap it in there.
Okay.
To see that if then that'll basically do the same thing. Trap it in there so that way then it's kind of like stuck in there up in the precarious situation it is. And yeah, it's going to be trapped in there for an 11.
Okay.
And then going to try to move back as I can.
Okay, as you do that, it is going to... You watch as its back legs start to tear up the ground around it, tossing up a whole bunch of dirt and mess everywhere, making it very... So everyone's going to have a -1 to trying to do anything to this creature, as it is literally panicking while being stuck going into the poo drainage pipe.
So it's flailing.
Yeah, and it's just sending stuff up everywhere because it's had a face full of iron twice now. Once its own fault, once Shanti's fault. Gabba.
I want to grab the broken shovel and I want to, staying in the rafters, try to baboon walk myself over closer to where all the action's happening.
Give me an act under pressure, trying to the balance beam all this.
Yeah.
Licking his butt.
Oh. Do I look weird? Do I look or do I not? Seems really early in the story, but I've already spent a luck. I don't even remember what I spent a luck on before. Anyway, I'll take that luck point. When I spend luck, find something weird, maybe even useful.
Okay, so you start to stagger, and the way I'm going to put this, Gabba, is you fail forward. That seems like the most appropriate thing here.
Yeah.
Is you start to go forward and you're going, and then you trip.
Yeah.
But you're able to flip the shovel, because you've done this before, try to hook and catch something. But not being the smallest bloke, you put your arm up and you catch it, and you realize you've caught a metal piece that's just a piece of piping. And it pops loose. And you start to go over, and you're now holding onto the shovel as now this conduit has broken free. And you look up at the top, and those giant spinning blades that seem to keep air being pulled up, starts to break loose over both you and the ass end of this creature. Y'all see Gabba come swinging out holding the shovel. Three Stooges are freaking like Buster Keaton stunt from the early 1900s style. Oh shit! And you watch as Gabba is wiggling and flailing. It's popping more of this conduit as it goes up loose, and you're watching that middle fan start to do this. And it starts to...
I'm chandelier dropping? Yes.
I think you might want to back
You are
up.
somehow dropping a chandelier on both you and a target. So that's what's happening with your success.
Okay.
As that happens,
Oh god.
you tried to stab and got kicked off to the side. You sealed it and moved back. Both of y'all hear from behind you. And I need y'all both to roll me a D4 just to see who gets higher.
D4.
Sorry, D6. Roll a D6. See
Why
who
the
gets...
hell would we have a D4?
I don't know.
This is not a
I
caltrop game.
6.
5.
You get slammed by the
Oh,
tiger for
great.
2 harm.
Ow! 1 harm.
Are you unstable?
I don't know.
No. Nobody is unstable yet, I don't think.
I've been unstable.
You have 3. How much? Oh, unstable. I'm supposed to make you roll tough every so often.
Oh, okay.
We'll pick that up later. Adrenaline's kicking in.
Ow.
Sorry, adrenaline's kicking in. Gabba, you're doing this, and all of a sudden you get spun around. You see that Elsie has just been pounced by a tiger. All right, Chanterelle, back to you.
That's too much going on.
I'm worried about healing myself now because
You are looking like Chanterelle.
Eat the tiger.
Your arm's gonna fall off. Heal it.
Yeah, the black is spreading through your body. Again, you don't feel sick.
You got the magic sepsis. Eat the tiger.
You done got the magic staph infection
I
from
mean,
the weird creature.
let's see that my curses feed whenever I subsist on living humans. I don't know if a tiger blood. Oh God.
I got tiger blood.
Did you
I'm
not
a
do
wizard.
the- Oh, you didn't do the life
No,
drain
I
thing.
didn't do the life drain.
Oh shit.
I
What
mean,
kind of vampire are you?
the bitey kind, not the psychic life energy kind.
Oh.
An actual real fuck mothering vampire, not this side bullshit.
Like that, I'm gonna have to just basically just try to heal up at least, cause
So are you doing magic to heal?
Mhm.
Okay, roll me some weird.
that's the only thing that is going to do. Yep, that's another 11, so I get to heal for 1.
You're going to have to check Spence's dice for being loaded.
I'm watching him over here. We know his dice roll well. Like that's
This
just how
is
he
true.
goes.
So,
Because
And then
watch this.
you heal
watch
one
this.
health.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's me. 8. Like.
You know what? Neysa rolled them inside the tray. Maybe I created a magical vortex.
Nope.
Okay.
I was a 1 and a 3 on the same dice. I just rolled a 4 and a 2.
Alright, so you heal 1 damage, Chanterelle.
Mm-hmm.
As you do that, you hear your spell shatter again, as this thing is now forcing more of its butt into... So, Gabba, you're now precarious
Yeah.
on so many levels. There's a tiger down there mauling a friend. You're hanging from a pipe by a shovel. There is a swinging metal bladed thing of doom above you.
Yeah. But am I and the swinging metal blade fan of death over the iron hating monstrosity?
Yes.
Cool. Boink.
Alright, roll me. You know what? Roll me act under pressure for boink.
Just trying to
Let's see if you got enough-
trying to jostle loose.
Let's see if you have enough arse for it. Real quick. Come on.
All right. I do.
Okay.
He thick down below. That was a 6 and a 4.
6 and a 4, so that's 10 plus. You're
One.
at 1, so that's 11.
Yeah.
So describe what you want as it happens.
If me and the Blades of Doom are directly over the iron-hating monstrosity, then I know better than to, like, swing my legs out like I'm under the willow tree on a summer's day. I'm literally trying to jostle myself vertically while still maintaining grip so I'm not just falling, but literally just trying to break everything loose and drop.
Okay, and you do. You're sitting there. As you pop loose, you hit the ground, flat on your back,
Yeah.
and you watch as it's falling between you and it. Give me another act under pressure.
Roll for your life.
7.
So you're going to take 1 harm as you get nicked on the back of a leg, but
Fair.
you roll and all of a sudden, fink, fucks up your brand new pants. You just had these tailored.
I know, right?
You
God.
just had these tailored on Decatur.
There's a great spot on Decatur, yeah.
So it's also kind of you're looking at that's not a nice cut. Things are getting like you don't feel fantastic at this. How much harm have you actually taken?
That's 4 total.
Oh, you're unstable now.
I
so-
ticked it.
But the thing that's good for you though is it's more unstable because it's still spinning and you literally you clap them cheeks on this terrible raw bone, and you watch as it's bifurcated from just above the cheeks and the spine meeting,
Oh.
and there is blood. And, like, the second it hits, all of y'all are covered in blood.
Mm.
It is not a question of, can you get out of the way? And it's not fresh blood. This is coagulated, curdled You would say this is the worst vintage that has ever hit your mouth.
Oh, gross.
This is not even vintage.
No, it is, but
Yeah.
it's also like one of those that a good wine will still become a vinegar if not stored correctly.
The raw bone skunked the blood.
And all the animals in the area are covered. The tiger is completely covered. And as you do that, Gabba, the doors on the other end, and you see 3 officers come running in. They see that one of y'all is being savaged by a tiger, and they open fire.
Valid response.
Oh god, we got a Harambe situation.
And,
Yeah.
the tiger takes several bullets and collapses on you. The zebra, one of the zebras get hit.
Oh my god.
Don't think this is better.
The warthog, oh, I've been shot. Fuck you. And goes back to eating. And very quickly,
There was a warthog in here too?
yeah, there was a warthog in here.
Oh.
The Cape Buffalo is like,
Don't shoot the Cape Buffalo.
I wish you would. The eyes.
It's
the
got that
eyes,
Forrest Whitaker eye going
Dare you,
on.
motherfucker! I double dog dare it.
I can open this. I just haven't let anybody know because they keep giving me good food. I can leave whenever I want.
We don't.
You can't stop me.
We don't mess with the Cape Buffalo, man. We
The
don't do it.
They are the Widowmakers.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They have literally kicked the jaws off of lions. And I don't mean like broke them. I mean OFFT off the jaw.
Between hippos and Cape Buffalo, I'm honestly more terrified of Cape Buffalo.
I'll be honest, the only thing that can really fuck up a Cape Buffalo is a large enough pack of African wild dogs. And a third of them are dying, but they're eating meats on the menu tonight, boys. Anyway, so, very quickly, a couple men in overalls come running in. Well, what happened?
This outfit, please.
Oh,
We
oh,
need to
Jesus
check.
Christ! Oh, damn! And they like one of the cops, and it takes them because tigers aren't little.
I know.
And they roll this thing off of you, and you realize that you look over and there is a bite.
Ow.
Oh, you're trying to get me from feeling that. Ow.
All of you are in pretty.
Where's the motherfucking bony fay? Where?
Everywhere.
As y'all get in
Everywhere.
there, you're looking. There's still
I killed
blood.
it with the fan?
Yeah, you killed it with the fan.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
The
yeah,
fan
yeah.
was
Okay.
okay. Look,
Okay.
I
See,
don't
this-
know how much damage a 8-foot wide metal fan
But it's enough.
made in the 1800s, which weighs most of a ton, being dropped from the top of a 20-foot building while spinning.
See what I heard you say was it's unstable and it's got cuts and it's exploding.
No, I said it. You're unstable, but it's more unstable
Okay,
because
but
it's
see,
bifurcated.
me literal, I interpreted that as it's not dead yet. I was still like,
No.
are we
As
still
y'all,
in?
as y'all look around,
It's dead.
all the
dead.
solid chunks in the bones look rotten and withered. Like the hog skull that made up this creature's head has fallen over the side and started to crack, like it's been completely it's black and withered and rotten and starting to kind of ash away. So really what it now looks like is there's just a bunch of destroyed animal parts everywhere. And very quickly, Mr. Bow comes in with some of the other security officers here. God damn it, I knew we weren't supposed to have a tiger. I told them not to have oh my gods.
Gonna
Oh my
haul
god.
myself up on the nearest stall because my one leg's not doing great.
It was a man-eater. They said it was a man-eater. I warned them that we didn't need this. And
It likes women too.
Yeah, going
well,
to,
apparently it is an equal opportunity carnivore. Very
Yeah, I would
progressive.
say so.
you say,
Get that,
Yeah,
and like he
so
starts
you're
yelling to
saying
get people to carry y'all back to
Yeah.
the main building because y'all are
Fucked up.
Covered head to toe in gore, cut to pieces.
going to
your pant. Oh no.
going to just try to like rub on that the arm that's blackened, but really trying to do magic to get out of stable condition.
Are you still unstable, Gabba?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Gabba, are you roll me tough real quick, Gabba.
Alright, then
I'm only
that
not unstable because
is...
of my armor.
Okay then, so then that is going to be a 10, so I am
You
not...
don't pass out. Gabba, you're
You
at a
don't
point.
pass
You
out.
don't pass out. As you're doing this, Chanterelle, you notice that the longer since this thing has died, you see those black wounds on you are starting to fade away to where now it almost just looks like slight blemishes or deep bruising. However, you do feel a cough in the back of your throat just a little bit.
that's the tuberculosis.
As you do that, you hack up what looks like a rat skull,
Ew.
Oh
and it's in your hand. As you look at it,
no, pate.
I win.
Ratatouille is...
Fievel, no. Mickey, what have you done?
Fievel! Good God. I was dealing with a problem, guys. Yes, Fievel, we know.
somewhere out there.
Where Faye tried to kill us all.
So as you do that, you spit out this little rat skull,
Mm-hmm.
and the second it hits your palm, you watch as it shoots off.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Go fetch kitty cat.
No, it shoots off. You have an option to do something as they're literally trying to carry y'all. Well, they're not trying to carry Gabba and Elsie. I'm pretty sure they
Oh, I'm
are.
I'm willingly.
You have
being
someone
dragged
that's
I
trying
didn't
to
realize
help.
it actually bit me.
Yeah.
How am I alive?
Let's see.
Power of Christ.
Dear
Dumb luck.
God. That... Do I want to communicate it or banish it? Is it technically a spirit I can banish? I mean,
Yeah,
it
you
is an object.
you could try to banish it. She yelled it was a raw bone,
Okay.
which is also known as a raw head, a bloody bone, a bloody head.
That's a 13.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
do that and you watch as it poofs, and as you poof it away, you get a very distinct smell that's concerning.
Mm-hmm.
It is the smell of a cold winter's evening blowing through the pines. So it's this very coniferous, cold smell with the tiniest hint of cinnamon.
Silveril.
No, I'm not here right now.
Tell that to your prestidigitation.
Elsewhere, Philbrook. That's right. This is the newest cruise ship.
What's its name?
Going to
Yay.
basically like just to like play it off. It's just basically like a sneeze or something like that. And while I just point it at the thing and just made it go away.
As you do that, the guy walking next to you, you ain't got the consumption.
Why no, I don't
Because
have
my
the
mama
consumption.
died of that, and so did my brother, and my other brother, and my other brother, and then my other brother, and then my daddy, my second daddy, new
She
daddy.
doesn't have the consumption. We just
I
went through
am
quite an
so
experience.
I am so sorry to hear that.
And somebody my mama just told me that's your uncle.
Now I had like one of my friends that they have died of the tuberculosis.
It's tuberculosis. I
You
just know
don't want
I
that.
just know consumption.
It's the
That-
same damn thing.
He don't know that. He's just a good boy.
But how are my friends doing? How do they look?
We're all being
Bad.
carried back.
Gabba just comes by on a stretcher.
I'm playing it up. I'm playing it up. We're gonna get some settlement money out of this.
You're gonna get double paid by the Baron for this shit.
So very quickly, y'all are brought back to the. You're brought back to the main building.
I assume they bring us in like the back way, so we're not like covered in blood and gore going through all the still roaming around spectator folks.
Remember, there's no spectators. Just
There were a few.
It's mostly people who are working there and setting up, and the people who actually have the booths. But as you're brought in, you move past that very unsafe alligator tank.
Oh yeah, the alligator tank.
And just one of them, as you go by, Gabba, you just look over. You're on eye level with like this 8.5-foot croc. As you just
Is it a gator or is it a croc?
It's a gator.
Okay.
For a second, you're like, wait, no's not right.
Internally, why is that a frog lizard?
Why is there a danger log? And eventually they get you to a kind of a tinted off area that seems to be mostly set up for heat exhaustion. But they get you over there and start bandaging you up. And Mr. Bow comes in. Well, thank y'all. Y'all figured out what was attacking all the animals. It was that goddamn tiger. I just can't believe that it... You know what? I heard the Cape Buffalo kept opening and getting out of its cage. It might have taught the tiger. Animals communicate. I heard from one of the gentlemen that's running one of these other booths, orangutans can talk. They just don't because they don't want to pay taxes.
That was a strong tiger.
Can I reach over? Who's on the stretcher bed next to me?
Roll.
3.
Or
Can I reach over and kind of tap her on the not tiger bit shoulder a little bit?
that is honestly that's the shoulder that's closest to you.
Damn it! Can I tap on the elbow then?
No. I'm saying the shoulder that's not tiger.
Oh, okay.
Like this one, she turned to look. Oh.
So can I tap on her because I'm still having to play up the mute card. And I'm going to. Can I look over at Chanty? I'm gonna put 2 fingers up to my temple like I'm wiping away sweat.
Oh, I mean that.
Do you catch my drift?
I mean that we have basically got assaulted during our investigation. I mean that tiger was it could have just killed up all of us.
Well, I mean, it's been killing all the animals, and I appreciate y'all figuring out what it was. It seems like there is a lot of blood, so I'm assuming y'all did a lot to that tiger. I did not know tigers had that much blood in them.
Why, yes, neither did I either.
I would like to shout in my brain toward Chanty and Elsie. I technically want to roll weird just to see on the off chance I might be able to have a spontaneous telepathy.
Roll weird to see if you spontaneously telepathy.
Do I need to re-roll that because it's a little
that's kind of
cocked?
cocked.
Alright, fine.
Snake eyes.
Yeah.
You so not telepathy.
Yeah.
That you almost let it slip out of your own mouth, thinking that it's inside your head. Like you almost have a what the fuck's a ramekin moment.
I mean that seeing that Gabba struggle, could I basically use weird to use message?
Sure.
when we cross over D&D.
But that's another 10.
God damn, Spencer.
Roll into your strong suits.
Yeah, so basically going to message like, what is it that do you need me to say? I am in your head.
Roll weird to see if you can communicate back.
Oh God.
It's a one-way street.
You're about to say you can respond to this message and you realize, wait, no, you can't.
I'm going as subtly as I can. I'm pointing at Mr. Bow, and then kind of gesturing toward us 3, and then tweaking my nose.
Okay, so
I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
Can they roll something for like understanding me?
Sure.
You know what? Roll me investigate a mystery. Roll me investigate a mystery with this one.
Another 10.
9.
9. So between the two of you, I think that's 4 questions.
Yes.
So
What is it trying to say?
He and us are already in the know. Why are we not telling him the truth? Is kind of what I'm implying there.
Okay.
okay, keeper thing with this. Mr. Bow knows that Mr. Meddy,
Right.
an investor, sent you to check on things.
He didn't know the
He does not necessarily know that Mr. Meddy, Samuel Meddy, is Samedi.
For GABA, the two are one and the same.
Okay.
He
Okay.
does not realize that there is that distinction.
Okay.
As far as GABA is aware, the fact that Mr. Bow understood the subtle hinting that they were throwing out that it was Mr. Meddy, that he thinks that Mr. Bow knows who Mr. Meddy actually is.
I'm
thinks
making sure there wasn't like a mistranslation over the week. No, so if it's GABA not understanding it, 100%.
GABA straight up thinks that Mr. Bow knows that Baron Samedi's into all this mystical
Bo
shit.
knows Sammy.
So that was why I'm like, why are we not that's what I'm trying to get across. Why are we not telling him the truth?
Okay.
So you just give kind of the face of like, okay, what do you got that you're gonna read in this situation?
I'm gonna be like, what happened here?
Y'all got beat up by a supernatural creature, and you're all a little punch drunk,
We already know that.
and you're picking up that kind of what they're trying to say, what's being hidden. Y'all are both kind of getting the vibe that GABA thinks that Bo knows what's going on. But you got 2 more.
Yeah, I mean that. Well, I actually got one more because it is a whole 2, not a whole 3.
Oh.
So
Three is on bad situation.
Oh, that's right.
I am gonna be like, what was it going to do?
Well, they're about to stick you with what looks like morphine.
Oh, that's just normal anyway. So then that was my 2.
If Elsie is giving me the knock it off signal, then I'm just gonna kind of tap my wrist like a watch.
Oh, I mean,
As y'all are doing this little exchange, Mr. Bo, all right, we're going to get you taken care of. We just need you to relax. We're going to get I got a surgeon coming in. It's a Dr. Mortis, Richard Mortis.
I don't know if we need full on surgery going on here. Just patch up, but
Ma'am, I could stick a finger in your shoulder right now. I don't want to because that would be inappropriate.
I mean that the time and then that the effort that we have spent into it, that it would be a shame that if that our mutual benefactor had heard about us being just hurt on the job.
Blackmailing.
No,
He looks at you. You were sent here to deal with whatever is causing these problems. I appreciate it.
and we figured out one.
Yeah.
We're gonna take care of your medical issues,
appreciate that.
but I do not appreciate you telling me you're going to tell Mr. Meddy on me.
No, we don't think that what happened with the animals is really connected to what's going on with the drill.
I would think not. I don't think Tiger knows how to operate a steam drill.
We just want to figure out what's going on.
Oh God, that'd be scary. All of a sudden, there's a steam drill powered by a tiger.
Is there any way I can get
But that's
There's any way I can get a new shirt or dress? Something?
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Are we alone when
Zero
he leaves?
charm, guys.
No, when he leaves, there are still people.
Zero
You-
charm,
Okay,
guys.
1. You have a massive laceration on the back of your cap
Yeah.
from a fan.
Yeah.
You probably have some other puncture wounds from being chunked into a barn wall.
Yeah.
She straight up got bit by a tiger. You and her both have puncture wounds from spines. She has puncture wounds from being basically rubbed up against by sandpaper and spikes.
I'm not arguing about us needing medical care, like, right the fuck now. I was more trying to see, like, what the actual
could
setup
actually
was.
speak.
Yeah.
What is there? There are some nurses.
Yeah. Just like first aid folks.
Yeah, that are pretty much bandaging you up, and very quickly, Richard Arthur Mortis shows up, the surgeon.
Oh.
He is a very tall, spindly man.
Are you the type of vamp that has a pulse? You might be about to get your cover all kind of blown.
But very tall, very spindly man. Face looks like skin pulled too tight over a skull with two piercing, bright blue eyes.
I don't like that.
That sounds important.
Well, hello.
I don't like those.
I heard there were some puncture wounds that need to be sutured.
Do you have to make it sound creepy?
Hello, Tim
I'm sorry.
Curry.
This is how I learned English from a German man.
Okay. But yeah.
Alright, who's first? Who's first? No shies, no shies.
I guess I go.
I guess I'll go first.
Gabba's point. Just the very... And this art, he is a very, very... Like, he's taller than you, Gabba, but he probably weighs like 40, 50 pounds less than you.
Yeah.
So this is like super spin... You basically have Faust without the paper bag on his head from Guilty Gear.
He's Slender Man.
I am picturing a Lurch from like the Monsters, but let's stop.
Less buff Lurch shows up to stitch your wounds. Anyway, let me see. Pull it back. Don't be shy. I've seen
I mean,
everything.
I can't do much to hide it at this point.
All right.
Is that sanitary?
I used mouthwash, 90% alcohol. Called Blister Clean. It wasn't Blister Clean. Runs his tongue around his gums. There's a blister, yes. Blister Clean. And he will start stitching you up. You can remove 2 harm.
Okay. Ow.
And if everybody else would like to be treated, you may remove 2 harm as you have been treated by this individual.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. And since we've all gotten to know each other so well, you don't have to call me Dr. Morris, you can just call me Rick.
Rick, well, much obliged.
I will be going.
Sounds good, thank you.
As you all look at where he stitched you up, it's actually like little hearts.
What the fuck?
You have a lightning bolt on the back of your calf now from where he stitched you. Like, there's extra stitches involved to get this lightning bolt shape.
Is there anything on, like, a table nearby that I could fling after him to get his attention?
Sure.
Flinging a wad of gauze.
Roll me act under pressure to see if you pull this off.
10.
Okay, you
Now you roll it.
Hey. I roll well for the shit that doesn't actually matter.
so
That's how it always goes.
you grab a scalpel.
Oh, shit.
And
I was trying to, like, kill the man.
it just hits him in the back of the head and he's dead now.
Just bedpan. Just something.
You chunk the
Metal
little
tray.
You chunk a little metal tray at him. It hits him in the lower back. He turns and looks at you.
I'm gonna reach into my bloody jacket and pull out my wallet, and holding up calling card. And then
He just hands you one. As you look at it, it says Dr. Rick A. Mortis.
does it have anything about his business on it?
Dentistry, barbery, surgery,
Yeah.
taxes.
One of them.
Oddly enough, underneath it says narcotic rehabilitation. You don't know if that means he uses them for rehabilitation or he's rehabilitating you because you use them. The answer might be yes.
I'm more thinking of if we continue to have issues here of us getting wounded, might be good to incentivize this man to keep his trap shut later on. So.
Oh, you flip it over, mob doctor, back out. No.
It's more. I want a record of who we're dealing with, and so we can investigate things further if he continues to be creepy like that.
So you had a creepy doctor visit. You will all now have interesting scars.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has a cutie mark on their shoulder. Somebody's one leg is going to go so fast.
So fast. I saw The Flash today. I'm not usually a DC fan, but it was actually really good.
I will
go
not
see that
go
movie
give money
for
to that
Liz
individual.
Miller.
But it makes me sad because there's so much other that's meant to pander to fans that are our age, and it pisses me off if it's ever free. Anyway, that is where we'll end tonight's session. So let's look at our level ups.
Mm-hmm.
Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
No. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ourselves?
Yeah, I will give you that one. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes,
Creepy
that
Dr. Mortis.
you know that you don't mess with water buffalo.
Raw bones are real.
What?
Raw bones are real.
Problems are real?
Raw bone.
I thought you said problems are real.
I mean,
You
both.
learned that
Both.
early on.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? No.
No.
So that's 2, so that's 1 experience.
Dice are on fire tonight.
These dice are on fire.
I just barely rolled.
Stop, Spence.
I finally
The
rolled.
more you do this, when we get to the final BBEG encounter,
Yeah.
It's all going to
your
just.
dice never betray you like that. That's just mine.
Yes, they do. That they betray me.
All right, so Friday, tomorrow, we got Brouhaha. No clue how many people are involved. If it ends up with just me, we won't have it. I'll stream something else instead. But we are going to find different ways to gussy up a beer. So it's going to be interesting because it's making beer cocktails, and I has a concern, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
You're going to do it.
Sunday, I don't think we got anything planned because I think me and Frey will be out of town. Monday is anniversary, so there is no Holy Winds, and we'll be back next week with another exposition, and then we'll
Are
be
you guys
off.
going to play Red Well next week?
No, Grave is going to be in the Floridas,
Oh, good.
risking his life to go to a beach. Oh, that whole state's on fire almost as much as California literally is. With the stupid stuff to keep. The more I learn about Florida, the more I'm like, all right, when the apocalypse happens, whoever drops the first one gets to keep it. That's. Anyway, that's the schedule, and then early July is going to be kind of weird because we got people that be out of town. I'll be on a camping trip, so we'll have the first 2 weeks. We will be off of Exposition, but I think we only have 2 more sessions anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'll pass it over to my wife for the socials.
Okay. We are obviously here on Twitch.
Huh?
One Tree Planet.
Oh, that's correct. Sorry, we got One Tree Planet. It's a charity we're partnered with. We keep forgetting. Donate any money and it gets a Tree Planet for every $1. Please do. Sorry.
So good. That's what you're
Socials.
Socials.
We are on.
Did it get walled up in a train tunnel because it was a bad train?
No.
Choo choo.
Poor Henry.
Shut up, Henry. That was like the most horrifying Thomas episode.
No, the best thing is like 3 episodes later, one train's going by and you can still see
Henry's
it.
still in the
Henry's
damn
still in the
tunnel.
tunnel, just looking out.
Thomas the Tank Engine is based on a series of books, and those books are the most post-apocalyptic, post-capitalist hellscape you've ever seen.
And then there
It's
was
not
trouble.
it's not a happy story. Those trains are enslaved.
And I know every single one. Thanks to our child.
Choo choo.
Including the ones that only appeared in one episode once.
What about the ones that only appear at night?
The Rock. The Rock that fell down and tried to kill everybody.
Body trains.
Anyway. We are on Twitch. obviously, as Team Bonus Action, we are on YouTube as Team Bonus Action, where you can watch all of our previous games, podcasts, and brouhahas and all that good stuff. We are also Team Bonus Action on Facebook and on Twitter at @bonus_team, both of which you can go to see when we are going live. And we also have our website, teambonusaction.com.
And since Nox is not here,
Don't let your meat loaf. Good night, everybody.
That
Comment,
wasn't
like,
bad.
subscribe. Thank you.
It's never bad when we're all actually, in person.
In
When we
person.
can hear each other, choir breath.
Dice, why do you roll so well?